Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I plan on doing my game of the year. And I didn't play like everything this year, but based off the games I played, which I will list off here in a second, the game I had the most fun with and the game overall that is my game of the year based off the ones I played is the one that's going to win. So anyway, oh, and also, if you like the channel and content, consider subscribing. Thanks for helping me get to almost 400 subscribers already. It blows my mind that it grows so much every day, so thank you very much for that. Anyway, without further ado, the first game out of, let's see here, 7 big games that I actually played and beat completely, or put at least, I want to say, 40 hours into. Most of these I did beat, but one of them you can't beat because it's an MMO. Anyway, first one, Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is probably the best remake ever made, but it's incomplete story-wise. You get to go on an adventure with Cloud and Tifa and Barret all over again. Really hit me hard in my feels, man. Just spending time with this cast, even though the whole cast isn't here, it just really took me back to my childhood, and the level of graphic detail and voice acting, and it just blew me away, blew my mind. So that's one of the games on the list. The next games is a pretty recent game, and it's on sale as of the writing of this, or should I say, filming of this video, and that's Immortals: Phoenix Rising. Everybody says this is a Breath of the Wild clone, but set in ancient Greece, so with Greek mythology and stuff. And in my opinion, this game does it better than Breath of the Wild. It takes the Breath of the Wild formula and it fixes all the things that I had issues with, like every weapon breaking. Let's see here. Like the story not being told very well. Like you really have to go out and seek out the story in Zelda, and it still doesn't give you the full thing. It's very basic in its storytelling. Now, don't hate me. I still like Zelda very much, but Immortals: Phoenix Rising takes the combat, makes it better. The visuals are much better naturally because it's on more powerful hardware. It has a lot of humor in it. I've always liked Greek mythology, so I might be a little biased, but I don't know. To me, it's just a better Breath of the Wild, and that's why it's on the list. Next game is Phantasy Star Online 2. Now, I know this game came out 8 years ago in Japan, but technically it came out here in the West in 2020, so that's why it's on the list. So the 8-year wait finally ended, and this old MMO is far superior than most MMOs today, at least in my opinion. It has a better character creator than almost any other MMO that has come out, at least on console. The way they structure everything, the way the missions are, the super fast responsive gameplay, it's amazing to me that an 8-year-old MMO does it better than pretty much all of the ones that have come out recently. And the next game, Animal Crossing: New Horizons. Probably the most adorable game to ever release. Came out at the most crucial time this year, right when the pandemic started. And it helped so many of us just have a little peace of mind when we're playing it, a little normalcy, just a little island to escape. It just, you can't really explain the bliss it gave you, and it just really helped with everybody's psyche then. So that's why this is on this list. I still play it from time to time. I don't play it every day like I did. But Animal Crossing: New Horizons will always be one of those games that I'll probably always go back to, because it's just such an adorable game. If you need if you're playing Doom or some shooter or Call of Duty or whatever, and you need a palate cleanse, just go play Animal Crossing. It's like impossible to get mad at it. And the next game that I played this year was The Trials of Mana, the remake. Another amazing remake of an old game. But this one actually has the complete story. I love the art style, I love the combat. Your AI partners are kind of stupid. They always get hurt and almost die. Or they do die and you have to revive them a lot. But the the old school feel of it literally feels like a Super Nintendo game with voice acting and super modern day graphics. I really enjoyed the game. The next game is Deep Rock Galactic. Probably one of the best co-op shooters I've ever played. The only thing it's missing is split-screen co-op. These little dwarves and their mining and everything, it's just like you could play this for hours and hours and hours and be like, oh crap, where'd the day go? It's just one of those games, it's kind of like Borderlands where just you could play it endlessly. And that's why it's on the list. Now this last game is an indie game. And it's called Nexomon. It's a Pokemon-style game that does just about everything better than Pokemon, especially the storyline. I could see this replacing Pokemon for me until Pokemon actually tries to improve. Pokemon did a lot of, quality of life improvements this generation, but everything else is the same, boring, and it's so easy. But Pokemon has never been hard. It just seemed hard because you were younger. As long as you knew the types and what to use, the Pokemon's never been hard. This Nexomon game, if you're missing that old school Pokemon feel and you want to scratch that itch, go play Nexomon. It's only $20 to download. I think it's $40 to get it physical, but it's worth every penny. The story takes it probably about 40 to 50 hours to complete, but if you actually explore and capture a bunch of Nexomon, you could get easily 100 hours out of this game. The only thing I could see preventing it from reaching the heights of Pokemon is if your stuff doesn't carry over to the next game. That's where Pokemon will always have the leg up on any Pokemon-style game, because all your Pokemon that you capture over the years always transfers to the next thing. If Nexomon can figure that out, Pokemon might have an actual competitor, unlike Digimon, where every game was different. So that's why Nexomon is on the list. And the winner is, for my Game of the Year of 2020, is Immortals Phoenix Rising. This game keeps getting compared to Breath of the Wild, and rightfully so. They took Breath of the Wild and fixed everything that was wrong with it, in my opinion. For one, your weapons don't break. Like I said earlier, the combat is faster and has more depth. You can change your armor and weapons to whatever visual you want while keeping the perks of the armor you have equipped. There's more enemy types. There's voice acting, full HD graphics, naturally because more powerful hardware, a character creator, although limited, and an amazing humor. The only thing Zelda has on Immortals, in my opinion, is the puzzles. The puzzles are slightly better on Zelda, but just barely. That is why Immortals Phoenix Rising is my Game of the Year. As of the filming of this video, the game is on sale for $40 on every platform. And you can get the Gold Edition digitally on every platform for about $60, which is normally $100. And it's supposed to come with some awesome season pass where you eventually get to fight Zeus, spoiler, Poseidon, and I don't know what the third. It shows in the little pictures there if you look at it. So if you're curious about this game even a little bit, go give it a shot. It blends Breath of the Wild and Assassin's Creed perfectly. And in my opinion, it is the best game to come out this year. Forget Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk was a train wreck. Don't waste your money on that. Go get Immortals Phoenix Rising and have a blast. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Stay frosty.